Good evening, everyone. We shortly begin our evening ceremony. Freezing to death, we're not skin. Starving to death, we're not beg. Dying of poverty, we ask for nothing. We are according of conditions, we do not change. We do not change, we are according of conditions. With referring to our three great principles, renounce the lives of the Buddha's work. We mold our destinies as a basic duty, reg of our life to fill with Sangha's role. In regarding specific matters, we understand the principles. Understanding the principles, we apply them to specific matters. We carry on a single pulse of the better as mind transmission. Ask myself, do I fight? Ask myself, am I greedy? Ask myself, do I seek? Ask myself, am I selfish? Ask myself, to pursue personal advantage? Ask myself, do I lie? Ask myself, do I eat only 1 meal a day? Ask myself, to always wear my precept sash. This is from traditions of the city of 10,000 Buddhas, and now I can change them. Incense incesna, how is burning all the Dharma and receives the fragrance. From her father, Shiva's cause of Buddha's all in hell is witness. Are in every place of speech as clouds of Pyria. Are sincere intentions thus fulfilled, as all Buddhas right now show their perfect bud. I namo sans claugeno opiaivo bodhisattva I sattva I namo sans claugeno opiaivo bodhisattva I sattva I namo Claugeno bialvo bodhisattva I sattva Namo Sifas Lotus Pu Assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Namo Sifas Lotus Pu Assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Namo Sifas Lotus Pu Assembly Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. The Sutra of the Buddha's teaching on Amitabha. Thus I've heard, once the Buddha Shakyamuni was thinking at Jetagropi and Apantika Spargachravasti, 1250 member of the Bhikshu Sangha had gathered with him, all of them eminent arhats known for their and higher knowledge. Elder Shariputra was there with other great disciples, such as Mahamadhyana, Mahakashyapa, Mahakatayana, Mahakashtila, Rivadashundi Pandaka, Nanda Nanda, Rahula Gavanbadi, Pindala Vaja, Kalidan Mahakapina, Vakula Naniruddha. The Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas were also there. Dharma Prince Manjushri, Bodhisattva Ajita, Bodhisattva Gandhastin, Bodhisattva Nidukta, and so forth, together with Chakra chief among Devas, as well as multitudes from the heavens. Just then the Buddha spoke to Elder Shariputra, saying, west of here, beyond trillions of Buddha lands, there is the land called utmost happiness. In that land, and this very moment, a Buddha named Amitabha is teaching the Dharma. Shariputra, why is this land called utmost happiness? The beings of this land never suffer, they're always happy, and some this land is called utmost happiness. Moreover, Shariputra, this land of utmost happiness is surrounded by 7 tiers of railings, 7 layers of netting, and 7 rows of trees. All of them formed from 4 kinds of treasures. For that reason, to this land is called utmost happiness. Moreover, Shariputra, the pools of his land are made as 7 treasures, and filled with water endowed with 8 fine qualities. Golden sand lines the bottom of every pool, and each is surrounded by stairways made of gold, silver, Vidura crystal. Their pavilions adorned with gold, silver, Vidura crystal, ram clamshells, rubies, and carnelian. Lotus flowers as large as wheels, these pools. The blue flowers shine with blue light. The yellow flowers shine with yellow light. The red flowers shine with red light. And the white flowers shine with white light. They are wondrous, fragrant, and pure. Shariputra, the land of utmost happiness, is adorned with fine qualities. Shariputra, in the Buddha land is always celestial music playing, and the ground is paved with gold. 6 times a day, the rain of celestial Mandarava flowers falls. Early in the morning, beings of this land gather the wondrous flowers and the folds of their robes, and make offerings to trillions of Buddhas in other lands. At mealtime, they return, eat their meal, and walk in meditation. Shariputra, the land of utmost happiness, is adorned with fine qualities. Shariputra, there are also many colorful and wondrous birds in that land. White crags, peacocks, parrots, egrets, calavikas, and the birds' 2 heads. 6 times a day, these birds sing in elegant harmony. They proclaim the teachings, such as the 5 spiritual faculties, the 5 strengths, the 7 factors of awakening, and the Noble Eightfold Path. When the beings of this land hear this bird sing, they grow mindful of the Buddha, mindful of the Dharma, and mindful of the Sangha. Shariputra, do not say this bird has his be born to their misdeeds, and wiped in the land of three paths of misery do not exist. Even the names of this path are unknown there. Rather, Buddha Amitabha creates these birds by transformation, so that the Dharma can be widely heard. Shariputra, in the Buddha land a gentle breeze blows and rows of Jew streets and Jewnets, making wondrous sounds. It is if hundreds of thousands of musical instruments were playing harmony. All those who hear these sounds naturally grow mindful of the Buddha, mindful of the Dharma, and mindful of the Sangha. Shariputra, this Buddha land is adorned with fine qualities. Shariputra, why is the Buddha named Amitabha? That Buddha's boundless light shines with all lands throughout the 10 directions. Nothing can obstruct it. That is why it is called Amitabha. Shariputra, that Buddha's life and the lives of the beings of his land last from infinite many Samkhya kalpas. That is why this Buddha is also called Amitayus. 10 great kalpas have already gone by since he became a Buddha. Shariputra, among the disciples of this Buddha, there are infinitely many hearers of the teaching. All of them are huts. The numbers are beyond counting. The bodhisattvas in his assembly also uncountable. Shariputra, that Buddha land is adorned with fine qualities. Shariputra, beings who are born in the land of utmost happiness, will never retreat on the path of awakening. Many will become Buddhas in their next life. Their number are beyond counting, and one can only speak of them as limitless, boundless, and incountable. Shariputra, beings who hear this should vow to be born there and join with these good people. Shariputra, beings with few blessings, virtues, and roots of goodness, cannot be born there. Therefore, Shariputra, good men or women who hear about Buddha Amitabha should always call his name with no other thoughts. By doing this for 1 day, 2 days, 3 or 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, as long as 7 days, when they approach the end of their lives, Buddha Amitabha will appear in front of them, together with this gathering of sages. When their lives come to an end, this people's mind will be clear and will be born in Buddha Amitabha's land of utmost happiness. Shariputra, because I say these good results, I want to know about them. All hear what had said should make a vow to be born that land. Shariputra, just I now praise the inconceivable merit and virtue of all Buddha Amitabha. In the worlds to the east there are Buddha Akshobhya, Buddha Sumeru banner, Buddha Sumeru's light, Buddha wonders voice, and others such as this, as many as the grains of sand in the Ganges, each of them in his homeland, shows the hallmark or wide the wrong done that covers a large billion world system, and he speaks these truthful words. All you living beings should believe in this sutra. Gold praises the inconceivable qualities of this Buddha land, and protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, in the worlds to the south, there Buddha light of the sun and moon, Buddha light of renown, Buddha great blazing shoulders, Buddha lamp of Sumeru, Buddha's limitless vigor, and others such as this, as many as the grains of sand in the Ganges, each of them in his own land, shows the hallmark of wide a long tongue that covers a large billion word system, and he speaks these truthful words. All you living beings should believe in this sutra. Call praise the inconceivable qualities of this Buddha land, and protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, in the worlds to the west, there Buddha limitless lifespan, Buddha limitless hallmarks, Buddha infinite banner, Buddha great light, Buddha great brilliance, Buddha treasure hallmarks, Buddha light of purity, and others such as this, as many as the grains of sand in the Ganges, each of them in his own land, shows the Haramagawad along down. It covers a large billion word system, and he speaks these truthful words. All you living beings should believe in this sutra. Go praise the inconceivable qualities of this Buddha land, in protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, in the worlds to the north, there Buddha blazing shoulders, Buddha excellent voice, Buddha invulnerable, Buddha born of the sun, Buddha nets of light, and others such as these, as many as the grains of sand in the Ganges, each of them in his homeland, shows the Harmakawad along Dan that covers a large billion word system, and he speaks these truthful words. All living beings should believe in this sutra. Go praise the inconceivable qualities of this Buddha land, and protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra in the world below, there Buddha lion, Buddha renown, Buddha light of renown, Buddha Dharma banner, Buddha Dharma practice, and others such as this many as the grains of sand in the Ganges, each of them in his homeland, shows the Harmagawad along down. It covers a large billion word system, and he speaks these truthful words. All living beings should believe in this sutra. Go praise the inconceivable qualities of this Buddha land, in protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, in the worlds above, there Buddha Brahma voice, Buddha king of constellations, Buddha superior fragrance, Buddha light and fragrance, Buddha great blazing shoulders, Buddha body adorned with colorful jewel flowers, Buddha king of salad trees, Buddha jewel flower of virtue, Buddha revealing of meanings, and Buddha like Mount Sumeru, and others such as this, as many as the grains of sand in the Ganges, each of them in his homeland, shows the Harmakawad along Dan that covers a large billion word system, and he speaks these truthful words. All living beings should believe in the sutra, called the inconceivable qualities of this Buddha land, and protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, what do you think? Why is this sutra called the protection and care of all Buddhas? Shariputra, the Buddhas will protect and keep in mind any man or woman who hears this sutra, accepts it and upholds it, and who hears the names of all these Buddhas. They will never retreat on the path to and suppress perfect awakening. Therefore, Shariputra, of you should believe and accept my words. What are our Buddhas teach? Shariputra, you already made a vow to be born in Buddha Amitabha's land. Or my name make that vow, or will make that vow, or certain to never retreat on the path to and suppress perfect awakening, and will be born, and now been born, already be born in that land. Therefore, Shariputra, good men or good women who have faith, should make the vow, I will be born in that land. Shariputra, just I now praise the inconceivable merit and virtue of all these Buddhas. They also praise my inconceivable merit and virtue, saying Buddha Shakyamuni. That's what is difficult to do, especially in the Saha world during evil time, the five trividities, the tributary of the Kalpa, the tributary of wrong views, the tributary of afflictions, the tributary of living beings, and the repetitivity of lifespans. Amid all this, Buddha Shakyamuni has realized and suppressed perfect awakening of all the sale living beings. He explained this teaching, which beings in the world find hard to believe. Shariputra, you should know that during the evil time, the five divinities, I've done what is hard to do. I've realized and suppressed perfect awakening. And for all beings, I've explained this teaching, which is difficult to believe. This is truly difficult. When the Buddha had finished teaching the sutra, Shariputra and the bhikshus, as well as the devas, humans, asuras, and others, Rejoice, believe, and accept what I had heard. They bow in reverence and departed. End of the Sutra of the Buddha's teaching of Amitabha. Namo Amitabha Yetoto Cheto Yetari Yeta Amiridopo Amirido Sidanfo Vi Amirido Pijarandi Amirido Pijaran Chido Jari Sapo Namo Amidopo Yedoto Cheto Yetari Yeta Amiridon Pop Amirido Sidanfo Vi Amirido Pijaran Amirida pijarando cemini ceceno judo jari sapo namo amido poedoto cedo dieta amirido popi amirido sidan popi amirido pijaran amirido pijarando cemini ceceno judo jari sapo. Mongshan offering. Wishing now to understand all the Buddhas of the three times, contemplate the Dharma realm. All things are created from mind. Wishing now to understand all the Buddhas of the three times, contemplate the Dharma realm. All things are created from mind. Wishing now to understand all the Buddhas of the three times, contemplate the Dharma realm. All things are created from mind. Angela Dia Sabo, Angela Dia Sabo. Dia Sabo, Namo Buddha Diri Cheri Dari Danto Yedoye. Namo Buddha Diri Cheri Dari Danto Yedoye. Namo Buddha Diri Cheri Dari Danto Yedoye. Nan Sandola Cheto Sabo, An Sandola Cheto Sabo, An Sandola Cheto Sabo. Namo Buddha's Flower Garden Sutra of the Great Expanded Teachings. Namo Buddha's Flower Garden Sutra of the Great Expanded Teachings. Garden Sutra of the Great Expanded Teachings. Namo Buddhas of the 10 directions dwelling for all time. Namo Dharma of the 10 directions dwelling for all time. Namo Sangha of the 10 directions dwelling for all time. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha, founder and teacher of us all. Namo Bodhisattva of compassion, Guanshin. Namo Restored Bodhisattva, who rescues those enlivened dead. Namo Honor Vanananda, who stated all the teachings. Namo Buddhas of the 10 directions dwelling for all time. Namo Dharma of the 10 directions dwelling for all time. Namo Sangha of the 10 directions dwelling for all time. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha, founder and teacher of us all. Bodhisattva of compassion, Guanshin. Namo Restored Bodhisattva, who rescues those enlivened dead. Namo Honor Vanananda, who stated all the teachings. Namo Buddhas of the 10 directions dwelling for all time. Namo Dharma of the 10 directions dwelling for all time. Namo Sangha of the 10 directions dwelling for all time. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha, founder and teacher of us all. Of compassion, Guanshin. Namo Restored Bodhisattva, who rescues those enlivened dead. Namo Honor Vanananda, who stated all the teachings. We take refuge with the Buddha. We take refuge with the Dharma. We take refuge with the Sangha. We take refuge with the Buddha on earth as the doubly perfect one. We take refuge with the Dharma on earth, teaching us to end desire. We take refuge with the Sangha honor among all the multitudes. We've taken refuge with the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. We take refuge with the Buddha. We take refuge with the Dharma. We take refuge with the Sangha. We take refuge with the Buddha, Honor as the doubly perfect one. We take refuge with the Dharma, Honor teaching us to end desire. We take refuge with the Sangha, honor among all the multitudes. With the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. We take refuge with the Buddha. We take refuge with the Dharma. We take refuge with the Sangha. We take refuge with the Buddha, honor as the doubly perfect one. We take refuge with the Dharma, honor teaching us to end desire. Take refuge with the Sangha, honor among all the multitudes. Now we've taken refuge with the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. By body, speech, and mind, fruit and craving, anger, and delusion from beginless time. Buddhists now repented all of this. Sentient beings, karma done by body, speech, and mind. Fruit and craving, anger, and delusion from beginless time. Sentient beings now repented all of this. Lonely spirits, karma done by body, speech, and mind. Fruit and craving, anger, and delusion from beginless time. Lonely spirits now repented all of this. Countless beings I now vow to save. Limitless afflictions I now vow to end. Boundless dharmas I now vow to learn. Peerless Buddhahood I vow to realize. I now vow to save. Limitless afflictions I now vow to end. Boundless dharmas I now vow to learn. Peerless Buddhahood I vow to realize. Vow to save. Limitless afflictions I now vow to end. Boundless dharmas I now vow to learn. Peerless Buddhahood I vow to realize. Of my nature I now vow to save. All afflictions of my nature I now vow to end. Dharmas of my nature I now vow to learn. Buddhahood my nature I now vow to realize. Beings of my nature I now vow to save. Afflictions of my nature I now vow to end. Dharmas of my nature I now vow to learn. Buddhahood my nature I now vow to realize. Beings of my nature I now vow to save. All afflictions of my nature I now vow to end. Dharmas of my nature I now vow to learn. Buddhahood my nature I now vow to realize. And bola morning dawning sopo. And bola morning dawning sopo. And bola morning dawning sopo. And haruraji sopo. Poho and haruraji sopo. And bubodiri chedori dando yedoye. And bubodiri chedori dando yedoye. And bubodiri chedori dando yedoye. An sanmeye satoan, an sanmeye satoan, an sanmeye satoan. Namo sawadando yedo water di an san bolai ho. Namo sawadando yedo water di an san bolai ho. Namo sawadando yedo water di an san bolai ho. Namo solo boye, dandoye doye, dan solo bolai solo sabo. Namo solo boye, dandoye doye, dan solo bolai solo sabo. Namo solo boye, dandoye doye, dan solo Sobo and one and one and one. Namo Sanmando Motona na one. Namo Sanmando Motona na one. Namo Sanmando Motona na one. Namo many Josta Tagata. Namo pillars Tagata. Namo wonders from Tathagata. Namo fast expensive from Tathagata. Namo far from fear Tathagata. Namo Amita Tathagata. Namo many just Tathagata. Namo pillars Tathagata. Wonders from Tathagata. Namo fast expensive from Tathagata. Namo far from fear Tathagata. Namo sweet you king Tathagata. Namo Amita Tathagata. Namo many angels Tathagata. Namo wonders from Tathagata. Namo fast expensive from Tathagata. Namo far from fear Tathagata. Namo sweet you king Tathagata. Namo Amita Tathagata. May this mantras bless this purest Dharma food, giving to all Buddhists many as the Genji sends. May it be content renouncing all the great. For in the pure land, taking refuge with the treasures, bring thee for the body mind. Ultimately realizing can suppress awakening. May their merit and their virtue be unbothered for all time, sharing with all Buddhist sufferings of Dharma food. May these mantras bless these gifts of Dharma food. Many as the Genji sends, may they be content renouncing all the greed, swiftly leaving darkness bar and the pure land, taking refuge with the treasures, bring thee for the body mind, ultimately realizing can suppress awakening. May their merit and their virtue be unbothered for all time, sharing with all sentient beings sufferings of Dharma food. May these mantras bless this droplets of sweet youth. Many as the Genji sends, may they be content renouncing all the greed, sweetly leaving darkness bar and the pure land, taking refuge with the treasures, bring thee for the body mind, ultimately realizing can suppress awakening. May their merit and their virtue be unbothered for all time. Offerings of Dharma food. To you many faithful Buddhists, we now make this offering. May this food pervade and quarters of all faithful Buddhists here. We now dedicate this merit to all beings everywhere. Giving food to faithful Buddhists, some you realize Buddhahood. To you many sentient beings, we now make this offering. May this food pervade and quote their soul sentient beings share. We now dedicate this merit to all beings everywhere, giving food to sentient beings. So you realize Buddhahood. To your many lonely spirits, we now make this offering. May this food pervade and quote their soul of lonely spirits share. This merit to all beings everywhere, giving food to lonely spirits, so you realize Buddhahood. And muliring sabo, and muliring sabo, and muliring sabo, and ye nan sanboa, pajalayo, nan ye nan sanboa, pajalayo, nan ye nan sanboa, pajalayo. The heart of Prajna Paramita Sutra. When Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara was practicing the profound Prajna Paramita, illuminate the five skandhas and saw they are empty, and he crossed beyond all suffering and difficulty. Shariputra, form does not differ from emptiness. Emptiness does not differ from form. Form itself is emptiness. Emptiness itself is form. So to our feeling, cognition, formation, and consciousness. Shariputra, all dharmas are empty of characteristics. They are not produced, not destroyed, not defiled, not pure, and they neither increase nor diminish. Therefore, in emptiness there is no form, feeling, cognition, formation, or consciousness. No eyes, ears, no stunned body or mind. No sight, sound, smell, states, objects of touch, or dharmas. No field the einstein, including no field of mind consciousness, and no ignorance or ending of ignorance, up to including all age and death, or ending of all age and death. There is no suffering, no creating, no extinction in no way, and no understanding and no attaining, because nothing is attained. The Bodhisattva, who runs on Prajna Paramita, is in his mind. Because there is no impediment, he is not afraid, and he leaves destroyed dream thinking far behind. Ultimately, Nirvana, all Buddhas of the three periods of time, attain Anuttarak Samyak Sambodhi, who runs on Prajna Paramita. Therefore, know that Prajna Paramita is a great spiritual mantra, a great bright mantra, a supreme mantra, an unequal mantra, can remove all suffering and genuine not false. That is why the mantra of Prajna Paramita was spoken, recited like this. Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhisvaha. And of the heart of Prajna Paramita Sutra. Namo Amitabha Yedoto Chedo Yetari Yeta Amiridobo Mirido Sidan Popi Amirido Pijarandi Amirido Pijaran Gemini Chachano Chedo Jari Zobo Namo Amitabha Yedoto Chedo Dodi Yeta Amirido Popi Amirido Sidan Popi Amirido Pijarandi Amirido Pijar Jamiri Chachano Chedo Jari Zobo Namo Amidopo Tochedo Yedari Yeda Amiri Popi Amirido Sidanpo Amirido Pijarandi Amirido Pijar Chedo Jari Zobo. May all the four kinds of beings reach the jewel land, and the beings of all three realms be born from lotus blooms. May the myriad gods attain the threefold worthiness, and the countless sunshine was descended and ground. Amitabha's body is the color of gold, splendor of his hallmark has no peer. The light of his brown shines round an underworld. White as the seas are his eyes, pure and clear, shining in his brilliance by transformation. Countless bodhisattvas and infinite Buddhas, his 48 vows will be our liberation. stages reach the farthest shore. Homage to the Buddha of the Western Pure Land. Kind and compassionate Amitabha. Homage to the Buddha of the Western Pure Land. Kind and compassionate Amitabha. Homage to the Buddha of the Western Pure Land. Kind and compassionate Amitabha. Namo 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 Amitabha. Mo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Mo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Mo Amitabha. Namo 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 Amitabha. Mo Amitabha. Namo 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 Amitabha. Mo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Amitabha. Namo 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 Amitabha. Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Mo Amitabha. Namo 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 Amitabha. 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 Bowing respect to the Venerable Master. Let's conclude our evening ceremony. Wish you all good rest of the evening and the night. And see you tomorrow in 5 at 5 a.m. with the morning ceremony. And Amitabha.